Muy buenas, gente de YouTube, estamos con 9 porque estamos aquí en Red Dead Redemption 2. ¿Sabes dónde dejamos? Tuve un capítulo donde completamos la primera parte de la introducción, donde llegamos a este pueblo minero y fuimos a una casa donde estaba una gente que no me acuerdo cómo se llaman, que son nuestros rivales. Y también rescatamos a John Marston, que estaba herido después de pelearse contra lobos y le matasen el caballo. Y ahora vamos a hacer la misionista de la P, ya que la que tengo más cercana. Y a ver qué tal. Ahí está mi caballo. De paso de tenis. Hola, señor P. ¿Qué te pasa?
We're gonna starve to death up here, Mr. Morgan. We're okay. We have a few cans of food and a rabbit. For what? 10, 12 people? When I was in the Navy.
I do not wish to hear about what you got up to in the Navy, Mr. Pearson.
We were stranded at sea for 50 days.
And you unfortunately survived.
When we ran away from Blackwater, I wasn't able to get supplies in.
Well, when government agents are hunting you down, sometimes shopping trips need to be cut short. We'll survive. We always have. And if needs be, we can eat you. You're the fattest.
I sent Lenny and Bill hunting and they found nothing.
Well, Lenny's more into book learning than hunting. Bill's a fool. Unless those mountains are full of game that want to read, ain't no wonder they found
Enough of this. We'll go find something. Come on, Arthur.
Wait a second. Hold on. Here. You're gonna need something to eat out there.
Assorted, salted offal. Starving would be preferable.
Come on, let's go.
You can't go hunting. Look at your hand.
I can't stay here listening to you two. Look, if there's game in those hills, I'll find it. And you can kill it.
You need to rest, Charles.
You think this is rest? Come along.
Bueno. A cazar. A ver si pillamos algún animal chulo.
Here, you take this. I can't use it, and you'll have to.
Oh, you're joking.
Use a gun, and we'll scare off every animal for miles around. You're never too old to learn, I imagine.
A ver qué tal.
Let's head out.
Vamos con Charles. 22 flechas y largo. Y las vísceras, que no nos olvidemos de ellas. Ricas vísceras de algún animal.
How are you holding up,
Mantén
Charles?
pulsado, pues
I'm
vale, sí,
okay,
está así.
apart from this hand. Stupid mistake.
Still bad?
It'll be fine in a day or two. I just can't pull a bow right now.
I sure hope I can. Never really got the hang of it.
You'll be fine.
Eso espero.
So, you reckon we're gonna find something to kill that ain't no Driscoll?
Eso, los O'Driscolls.
There's meat up here for sure. Pearson doesn't know what he's talking about.
Bueno, algo tiene que haber.
Careful. Now the weather's eased off a bit, they'll be needing to feed. We'll head up this way. Find some higher ground.
A ver, razón no le falta realmente. Los animales tienen que comer.
Been a wild few
No sé.
days, all right.
A no ser que esté despoblada la montaña.
Getting stuck in the storm, bringing John back in.
You've had a lot put on you. I wish I could have done more.
I didn't mean it like that, just a lot to think back on.
I still don't really know what happened on that boat.
Me neither. Well, Javier
tampoco.
told me a bit, but it sure weren't good.
Bueno, pues no. Si tuvimos que huir todos de ahí, muertos y desgracias, pues a ver. Cosas buenas no serán. ¿Qué coño es eso que hay ahí en medio? La verdad es que el juego está chulo, ¿eh? Lo que pasa es que no se callan y no me dejan hablar. Tengo que aprovechar ahora. Y no se me ocurre nada que decir. Aparte de que visualmente es precioso. Y me toca jugar a mí. Mira, que hay huellas, ¿no? Y hay huellas ya. ¿De quién? No lo sé, pero hay.
See some of the ground uncovered here.
Terreno sin cubrir.
Come on, let's try this way. Keep your eyes peeled for movement.
Lo tengo jodido, La verdad que
The
soy
wind's
ciego.
died down too.
That's good.
No wind at all is bad, but if it's too strong, they won't move. Now shh. Stay quiet.
Coño, que no haga ruido, que los caballos hacen un ruido de la hostia. A ver si encontramos alguna cosa.
Hey, stop here a second. I see something.
¿Qué ve? Porque yo no veo nada. Huellas.
There's deer been here. Recently.
How can you tell?
How can you not?
Porque hay camino por aquí.
Track them on foot. You're gonna need
Vale.
the bow. Don't leave it on your horse. A gun will scare everything around. No, use the bow I gave you.
Coño, ¿y esto qué
Too
es?
much noise.
Mierda.
Quiet as you can.
Caún.
Stay low and move slowly.
Ok. Bueno, pues sigamos el rastro.
You see the tracks?
Las
I
veo.
think so. Maybe not.
Focus.
Oh, lo veo. Hola, qué chulo esto. Ahora sí que lo veo. Lo veo de puta madre.
It's easier in the snow, but once you get your eye in, you'll be able to track nearly
Como que la nieve es fácil porque ves literalmente las huellas. Ok. Los tenemos cerca, No, estarán detrás de la colina. No sé por qué señalo, si tampoco se ve. Esto es como... Hoy he grabado Arizona Sunshine Remake. El vídeo sale hoy también para el canal de Dodrin VR. No sé si visteis el unboxing, sabéis que he abierto un canal. Pero me he perdido ahora. Y hoy se sube un vídeo de Arizona Sunshine Remake. Me he estado Bueno, me he estado 1 hora y media grabando. Y ahora estoy acostumbrado a cuando veo algo señalar. Mira, eso está ahí, claro, porque... Coño, se ve en VR, ¿no? Cuando señala. Ciervo! Lo veo. Así que ahora voy a ir señalando la pantalla.
There they are. Are you ready with that bow? Aim for their head or neck. We want a good, clean kill.
Uf.
You can pull back quite hard. You'll feel when it's too much.
Voy a acercarme un poco más.
Now, Arthur. Focus, Arthur. We need this meat.
Es que, coño, no me da... Espera,
Unlucky.
necesito energía. Algo que me dé mucha energía. Esto mismo, ¿no?
Take your time.
Si no, no se me regenera la estamina. ¿Dónde ahora el tío? ¡Ah, ya lo veo! Era así. Y ahora sí que me agacho. El rastro... Ahí está. Lo veo. Vale. Hostia, que lo tengo aquí mismo.
Nice. See if you can get another one. Watch yourself, Arthur, or we'll scare them all off.
¡Hostia! ¡Voy, hostia, me he pegado! No sabía que me podía caer. Al menos de esta manera. ¿No me va a congelar de frío aquí? A ver, dicen que los baños helados van bien, pero... ¡Dios! ¡Qué buen tiro! ¡Qué tiraco acabo de pegar!
You sure your hand's okay?
It'll be fine once I get it on my shoulder.
¡Hola, ciervo! ¡Uepa!
Go grab the other one.
Oye, ¿ahora viene mi caballo? No lo sé, yo no le veo. Míralo, tenis. Te paso por tenis. ¿Qué pasa? Que es tío. No sé si es tío, tía, no me acuerdo. Y... ¡Opa! ¿Es hombre o mujer? No me acuerdo. Mujer. No le veo los huevos. No, es hombre. Es un pibe. No sé, no lo veo bien. Anda, que mirar los huevos del caballo tiene su gracia. Vamos, Tris. Ahí estamos. Ufa. Se ha metido bloqueado. Pues vámonos para casa. Un par de ciervos son bastante comida, ¿no? Para 10 personas. Puedes dejar cadáveres de animales a Pearson en tal para... Vale. Sí, solo he fallado 50 flechas.
Considering how things were looking a couple of days back, well, maybe our luck is finally on the turn.
Seems to me we should be putting our effort into
Sin
getting
contar
off
los
this mountain
muertos.
now.
Soon. People are still weak, and well, you've seen how snowed in those wagons are. They ain't going nowhere until we get some more thaw.
You're probably right.
Sí, demasiada nieve.
And even if we do get off here, what then? Still have a big price on our heads.
This is a big country. We'll find somewhere to lie low. Dutch and Jose will have a plan.
I have a plan.
You notice how Pearson's had a bottle in his hand ever since we fled Blackwater? We give the camp cook 5 minutes to grab the essentials and go, and he doesn't even bring a crumb of food.
Pero sí
That we
alcohol.
caught more than one. A lot of mouths to feed.
And that girl from the ranch now, too, but not sure she'll be eating much.
She has a wild look in her eye.
You
Oh.
would, too.
Le han matado al esposo.
She lost her husband, her home, everything she had.
So what do we do with her?
Once we get out of here and we're back on our feet, we'll see. She
Claro.
might have family somewhere.
Que ella
So it
decida.
was O'Driscolls you ran into there?
Yeah.
Sí, no, que
Last
pocos no
thing
habían.
we was expecting.
What is it with the O'Driscolls?
You ain't dealt with them? I suppose. Hell, we ain't run into them much the last 6 months. I guess because they've been over this way.
Nah. I've heard a lot of talk about them.
Well, we've been scrapping over scores with them for years. Big gang. Nasty sons of bitches.
Nos roban los
Their leader,
robos.
Combe, and Dutch go way back. And not in a good way. A proper blood feud.
So I heard.
Una disputa familiar. ¿Son hermanos? Colmo... No, pero no es Colmo del Escolioto Dutch. ¿Cómo se llama de apellido Dutch? Mierda.
Watch out! Bear up ahead. Let's see if we can find another way around.
He's got a lot of meat on him.
We've got enough here. No need to push our luck.
¿No tengo una escopeta o algo? No. Yo creo que... Bueno,
Must be real hungry. Stay well back. Spring storms like this are the worst for animals that sleep all winter.
Yo creo que de un escopetazo a la cabeza yo lo mataba, pero no voy a tentar la suerte. Aunque quiero probarlo realmente. Tengo ganas de hacer una locura.
Cut up here, off the trail.
Tengo ganas de hacer una locura.
Easy now.
El juego no me deja hacer la locura, me hace ir por fuera. Yo quería pegarle un tiro. Quería matar al oso. Para ver si podía, más que nada.
Talk that much, you and me. How long you been with us now? 5, 6 months?
Something like that?
Bet you didn't expect this.
What?
Any of this. Blackwater mess. being up here?
Sooner or later, a job's gonna go wrong. Nature of life.
Cosas que
I
pasan.
just thought you might have moved on by now.
You want me to move on?
No, not at all. I just know you could run it alone, no problem.
I did that for a long time. I'm done with it. Always wondering if someone's gonna kill you in your sleep.
I still wonder that most nights.
I reckon you're okay. This suits me. Sure, I could fall in with another gang, but Dutch.
Dodge es un jefe especial.
Dutch is different.
Oh yes, Dutch is certainly different.
He treats me fair. Most of you do. And for a fellow with a black father and an Indian mother, that ain't normally the case.
Well, we need you now.
Un padre negro y una madre
More than
india.
ever.
En esa época es una cosa rara, ¿eh?
And how long have you been with these boys? Why ain't you run off?
Me? 20 years, something like that. Since I was a boy.
20 years?
Yeah.
¿Cuántos años tiene Arthur? Tendrá
Taught me to
30 y algo,
read.
¿no?
John, too. Taught me a few other things, him and Hosea.
I'm sure.
Dutch saved me. Saved most of us. That's why we need to stick by him through this. He always sees us right.
Bueno, por lo que cuentan, es buena persona.
How's that new horse?
He's all right. He'll do for now.
Como que de momento ahora.
Appreciate you letting me take Taima the other night.
She's a strong one. It's been as hard on the horses as on the rest of us.
Calma.
I don't know
Luego
what
el
Dutch
caballo va
would do if
mirando para
something
todos lados. Yo
happened
creo
to
que es
the
que
town.
está nervioso.
Same with Bill and Brown Jack. He's a drunk, miserable bastard, but he loves that horse.
Uy, hemos llegado al campamento.
I hope they all make it.
I tried to ride.
Pensaba que tardaríamos más en llegar.
Buck me faster than a bull. Won't take nobody but him.
Cada vez hay más nieve encima de los cuerpos. Bueno, encima nuestra del caballo y de los ciervos. Está guapísimo ese detalle. Bueno, este juego es flipante.
Brought some food back, boys.
Comida y para rato, porque dos ciervos, coño, tienen que dar para alimentar bastante.
Come on, let's get these over to Pearson. Thank you for showing me how to use the bow properly.
I only showed you a little. Takes a lifetime of practice to master.
Como en todo. Hola, hola, Pearson. Mira qué tenemos aquí.
Just drop it down in here. What a surprise.
Te
Found
regalo.
a camp rat loitering around in the kitchen.
Is that any way to greet an old friend? I feel like we haven't spoken for days.
I do my utmost to avoid.
He loves me, really. It's his sad way of showing affection.
No, it isn't. Now shoot, get lost.
Well, see you gents later.
See, you got on just fine.
Charles is a wonder.
Have a drink, boys. You earned it.
Jesus, what is that?
Navy rum, sir. It's the only thing. The only thing. Keeps you sane, it does.
Yes, seems to have done a treat on you. You go rest that hand, Charles.
We'll be fine in a few days.
You mind helping me with the skinning, Mr. Morgan? It's easier if we do it together.
Gonna get to skin you?
You're always one with the jokes, aren't you? Come on.
This really isn't a job for a man with a burned hand.
Lo más.
I'll see you both later.
You skinned that one, did you? Dumped on the floor there.
Uy, ¿por qué ahora lo he tirado en el suelo? No me has dejado hacerlo en ningún otro sitio. ¡Hala! Despelleja, hostia, qué guapo cómo se ve la carne por dentro, tú.
Not too bad, Mr. Morgan. Yeah. They always said you were a butcher. You know, you could trade these, sell these in pretty much any town. If you're looking to make a legitimate bit of money, of course.
Right now, I'm just looking to get off this mountain alive.
Well, if you catch anything else, you bring it to me.
Sure.
Thank you, Mr.
Lo haremos.
Morgan. Heck, Arthur Morgan's first decent bit of hunting after all these years.
Yeah. Well, we're on the run now. Everyone's got to do their bit to survive. Just make a good stew. Folk need it. It's been a tough few days.
Siguen siendo unos días duros, sí. Maestro cazador 1. Muy bien. Pues bueno, Dobas. Espero que os haya gustado bastante este episodio. La tormenta empieza a amainar, empieza a llegar la primavera, ya se empieza a notar. Supondré que la próxima misión ya será irnos de aquí o asaltar el tren que querían los O'Driscoll. Así que bueno, espero que os haya gustado bastante este segundo episodio de Red Dead después de 2-3 semanas sin subir. Perdón, estaba antes tan por medio y luego otra semana no fue lo BS, pero bueno, aquí lo tenéis. Nos vemos. Chao, chao.